Hi everyone, yet another and another Space Police 1 MOC. Today we are going to review my mini spy tracks. These are motivated by LEGO's 1990 idea book. Somewhere there in the top right corner of a page there's a small Space Police 1 buggy with big wheels but a smaller structure that I really liked, and I thought, since I had some leftover panels, some leftover blue pieces from Space Police 1 builds and from my Blade Runner spinner MOC, so since I have a lot of leftover parts, I thought I should revisit that. So to be frank, I had two major motivations. One, to rebuild the set, and the other one is to use away as many Space Police 1 leftover pieces as possible. Let's focus first on this one on the left. So if you check it, this octagon canopy has been inherited from the idea book, but a lot of things have been changed compared to it. The cockpit has moved to the front wheel instead of being positioned in the middle, and also, as far as I can say, there was no steering mechanism built into the set. The canopy has not been moved there on purpose, it's just how it turned out, but the steering mechanism has been something that I really wanted to implement to this set, because I think in the spy track that is one of the most awesome features. But first, I didn't manage to do it as I originally wanted it, so I have relied only on those hinge parts that you can also see in the Space Police 1 spy track, and just edit them, synchronize them with turntables, and kept it as it is. So if you want to check how efficiently it can be steered, then you have to grab the front canopy and just move it around. Something is strange about the control. It's a little bit back wheel controlled, so it can sometimes turn in a much more aggressive angle than you would expect. But if you really grab the front canopy and you concentrate where you want to go, you want to lead it there with your hands, then it can behave pretty nice. To be honest, the spy track one is also a little bit strange regarding steering, because you have to turn that little knob, that little panel to the left to turn to the right, and you can also get accustomed to it, similar to this one. One thing that is funny about this set is that I also had a few leftover pieces to implement a suspension. To be frank, it's not implementation, it's just building into the set. If you check it, it's a little brick that has built-in suspension. And you can just attach a wheel very easily using a pin, and you are ready. You have independent four-wheel suspension. Since I had two of these that I wanted to add to another set, not as a wheel suspension but as a function, but I couldn't use it, I've just ordered two more, and there you go. You have a nice independent suspension. In order to see how well it behaves, let's try it against a usual crater base plate. So let's grab it and drive it through the craters. As you can see, the wheel travels up and down pretty nice. Of course, backwards it doesn't work so well because the wheels turn independently, but if you are going forward, then it will react pretty nicely. So here's the mini spy track Mark 1. And this beast on the right is the Mini Spy Trak Mark II. To be frank, this has been my original idea how I wanted to build it. Not regarding the look of it, I do not mean that I wanted to keep the cockpit and the canopy in the middle, but I wanted to add steering mechanism using the canopy itself. So this little set can be controlled or steered by grabbing the canopy. And this thing is resolved a little bit like the original Spy Trak has been. So if you check the underside, then you can see we have the usual hinge plates, but in order to gain enough space, so in order to be able to squeeze it in to little piece, the other side of the hinge is not another hinge, but only turn plate. It has been a challenge to make it stable enough to hold on its own, because turn plates are not very stable. They sometimes do not have enough grab, sometimes they are loose, but I think I have managed to build it around to make it stable enough. And the fun part of the steering mechanism is that, as you can see, I hope it's visible, there is something, a little Technic piece sticking out at the bottom of the vehicle, of the cockpit, and when you turn the cockpit around, that piece travels left or right, forcing these two synchronized panels to move left or right similarly. And what you get as a result is that these wings, these wheels are forced to angle out or in. That's all. To be frank, I have not used only old pieces in this set. In the previous one, in the Spy Trak Mark I, that is completely compatible with the given era. Here I have allowed myself to use some extra pieces, especially regarding these very new pieces. I don't know whether it's visible. So as you can see, these are 2x6 plates that are rounded off at the side. These look cool. These are super stable for the build, but they are not necessary. If you just build it with a 1x6, 1x4 plate, it works just as well. I've just seen it as a new piece and I thought, well, that's exactly what I wanted for this set. Unlike the other one, this set has no suspension. For a simple reason, I did not want to order more suspension bricks like that. So that's all about the Mini Spy Trak Mark I and Mark II. I hope you liked them. I hope you liked the steering mechanism I have managed to build into them. If you have any questions, just feel free to put a comment in the comment section. And next time, I have no idea what we are going to review. If you follow my Flickr channel, if you follow my Instagram, and you want to see more about something, not only still images, but videos, explanations, how I have built this or that MOC, just drop a line and I will give priority to that. See you soon. Bye.